You're watching DJKIT TV, and this is Native Instruments showing you the Traktor Kontrol S4 Mk2. So improvements from the old Mark 1 basically. It's just taking on the user feedback and just making sure the unit is just as good as people want it to be. So we now got booth output at the back with a separate volume control for it, which is brilliant for the club scene. On top of that, we got redesigned jog wheels. Basically, the old Mark 1 used a magnetic braking system. These ones is a silicone-based stuff, so the idea is that it will spin longer and give you more weight, so a much more sort of real feel to it, much more dynamic when you're playing. And obviously, you got the enhanced metallic and aluminum grade stuff, meaning the thing will be a lot faster longing than the previous version. Top of that, we've got full RGB LEDs, so now when you're controlling your remix decks with the S4, you'll be able to see exactly all the colors available. We've got Flux control now, also part of the S4 hardware right here. This now brings the S4 Mark II in perfect sync with the software, where all the functionality from the software is now back on the hardware, so you never need to touch the laptop again. Other things that's been added, basically, just the finish otherwise has been completely changed, so now we've got much more contrasted visual, so it's easy to see in a very low light situation. And obviously the iOS functionality. As you might have seen from the Traktor Kontrol S2, the S4 will work perfectly well with Traktor DJ on the iPad, iOS and on the iPhone, which means that you could be mixing this anywhere at any time. The Traktor DJ app is like a perfect backup solution in most places, and perfect for house parties and the likes. So now we've got functionality across all the devices for that. Otherwise, it's the same controller you've known from before. You've got your transport control with cue points and access to remix decks, your loop controls, obviously jog wheels with nudging on the back and full deck control here, and your effects sections right at the top. Controlling 4 decks, so here we're controlling channel B, but we can switch up to channel D really quite easily. And here you can see the sort of switch between the lights, which is really quite lovely in the Mark II. The full 4-channel mixer right here. Again, very little change from the Mark 1 because it works perfectly, but we've got much better detailed printing on both on all the levels. Also, the printing is printed on the underside, so this stuff is not going to scratch up at all, which is brilliant. So it'll be there for many years to come. And then on top of that, yeah, the sort of exact similar layouts for channel A and C, gain at the top, and everything else you've come to know and love. So yeah, that's the S4 Mark II in a nutshell for DJKIT TV.